Hello again. In this video, you'll get introduced into our course content. So before we start, on Minds Online, go to the activity feed and check the important templates post. So this is the important templates post. It's the third one. Open the video note-taking template and make a copy. Start taking notes while you're watching this video. And at the end, you are going to save this note in your portfolio. So you can pause now, get ready, and resume when you have your notes ready. In this video, you're going to see a course overview showing you the different units and lessons in the course, the learning skills and work habits that are very important, and it's a sort of preparing you for university. So in each lesson, you'll find specific learning skills and work habits that are targeted. You'll see the work at a glance, the kinds of activity that you're going to find in each lesson. I'll give you some tips for success, as well as this week's agenda and day one roadmap. So our course consists of 4 units. Unit 1, biological molecules. Unit 2, biological processes. Unit 3, making choices in biology. It's a project-based or research-based unit. And Unit 4 is putting things together, which is the culminating task. In the 4 units, there are 4 cross-cutting concepts that you'll find in each unit. The first concept is, how does understanding change? So you're going to keep track of your understanding and how it grows, how it changes direction as you learn new ideas and new topics. The second is why shape is important in biology. And this concept is very important because actually biology is life and life is functions. The function of each part of the cell depends on its structure. So shape and structure is the basis and the foundation of the proper functioning and life. The third concept is how energy is moved in food systems. And fourth and last is, how do small steps lead to change? So remember, these are the 4 ideas over which the 4 units are built. In week 1, we are going to work on Unit 1, which is biological molecules. So on the first day, we're going to cover how our course works and water, the importance of water to living things. Then we'll study the biochemistry of carbohydrates, proteins, lipids, and nucleic acids. Finally, on Friday, you'll be working on the unit task and your unit evaluation. In the second week, we'll be working on Unit 2, Part A, so the first half of Unit 2, which is mainly focusing inside cells. So you're going to see the processes that happen inside cells. We'll zoom in inside the cell to see how cells function. So we're going to study the transport across the cell membrane, important cellular functions such as photosynthesis and respiration, and finally, we'll try to put things together, and then we'll zoom out and see how interactions between populations in the environment take place. Unit 3 is focusing on maintaining balance, and we're going to discuss this in full details when we reach week 3. In week 4, we're going to work on the first 2 days on the research-based unit, which is making choices in biology. Each one of you will pick only one of these topics. So it's either 3.1a or B or C. You'll collect information, you'll learn about your topic, you'll be ready in the first day, and on the second day, you're going to create a research paper that will be evaluated on the same information. In the second half of the fourth week, we'll be working on the culminating task. Actually, you'll be working on it starting from day one, but at the end, you're going to put things together and make connections and submit your culminating task. Learning skills, as we said, are very important, and there is a self-assessment checklist on learning skills every day. I would start by looking at it before starting the lesson, just to have an idea about the different skills that I'm expected to develop in each lesson. Our work starts with the daily check-in. It's only once per day. And then we start working on 2 lessons, a morning lesson and an afternoon lessons. Each lesson, as you go to the content of your home page, so each lesson, apart from the first lesson, of course, if you click on the content, you'll find that it contains 3 parts. The Mind On, which is the first part, or the warm-up, it will provide you with some activities that prepare you for the activities of the lesson, or remind you of the prior knowledge, or help you start working on a specific skill that will be developed in this lesson. Then starts the second part, which is the action. It's the actual learning part, in which you're going to perform different types of activities. And these activities are either watching a video or working on an interactive activity. But whenever you have a video or an interactive activity, you'll have to take notes and post it in your portfolio. It can be a reflection on one of the 4 cross-cutting themes that you will be adding into your portfolio. Like this one, this is the second concept, which is why shape is important in biology. You'll find here that there is a specific question that pertains to this concept, and you have to answer the question through a reflection and keep it in your portfolio. And finally, there are some discussion posts that you will have to post in the discussion for your classmates to read and to provide you feedback on. At the end of every lesson, there is a mastery check. The aim of the learning in the Mind On and the action part is to prepare you for mastery, to be an expert in this topic. And at the end, you're going to submit this simple mastery check to evaluate your achievement. At the end, the last part is the consolidation. It's actually what you have to retain in order to keep learning on for the next lessons. It will include some reflections and some activities. This lesson in specific has a lab activity, which is an activity that you are asked to do in order to remind you of the lab skills that are important in this course. And then you'll have a reflection on your understanding and shape, and finally, a reflection on your learning skills and work habits. It's a checklist that you complete, and you'll find that the learning skills and work habits differ from lesson to lesson. It depends on the skills that are targeted in this lesson. As you noticed, the activities in the Mind On or action or consolidation are usually labeled as must do, should do, and aspire to do. And this is because of the time factor in this course. So I try to classify them into activities that are must do, that just allow you to pass, or should do, that prepare you to reach level 3 or 4, and aspire to do, which prepare you to be an expert in this topic and prepare you for contain the skills that help prepare you for university. So focus on these 3 levels because it's important to set your priority while planning for your work. And the different activities are, as we said, watching a video and taking notes, or creating a graphic organizer, for example, or answering a question and keeping it in your portfolio. If you find this symbol, it's the portfolio symbol. If you find this symbol, it's the discussion symbol. There are also assignments, quizzes, and labs. At the end, there are descriptions for each type of the assignments or tasks that will be given. So here you can see tips for success in learning by video. Try to read them and follow them. Portfolio posts and reflections and the different types of these posts, and the note-taking guide that you can use, and the discussion posts and some more details about them. And now with this week's agenda, and finally, today in a glance. We'll see this in the next video.